and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I am doing a shop my stash video for the month of May. Like I said last month, I still don't have everything organized really that well over there. It is getting there though, so I went ahead and picked out a bunch of stuff. I picked out all my stuff here, and I have the palettes over there. We will go through what I picked. I already did my ranking of the palettes that I used back in April, so you can go to my channel and find that video. I'll go ahead and link it down below in the description box if I can remember. So this is my reminder to my editing self to make a note of that. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through face things, single shadows, foundations, things of that nature, setting sprays. It's just all jumbled up in here, but I do have this little organizer here that I used to keep on my dresser at the old house. I'm gonna put my makeup that I'm using this month in it, or at least some of it. So let us start out with some bronzers that I'm going to use. I am picking out my Too Faced. This is the Hot Cocoa bronzer. This is a little cool toned bronzer that I'm using, and that it has a cute little what do you call, hot cocoa face on it. I really like this one. I'm putting this one over here. I also picked out a cream bronzer from Moira, and that is what it looks like here. I want to try to get through that one. I'm also keeping my makeup, oh here it is, my Makeup by Mario one that I want to keep using, the bronze stick. I also brought another cream bronzer. I really like cream bronzers. If you can't tell, this is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer in the shade Tan Lines. Got this last year. It looks like it's drying out a little, but let's see. Okay, it's dried a little up on top, but it's still good. We can still make use out of it. Okay, we have the setting sprays up on top here too. I've got one dewy spray. It is the e.l.f. Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. I am almost out of this. Maybe I can use it up in this month. That would be really cool if I could do that. And this one I've had for a long time but have never used it, is the Slay All Day Setting Spray. This one is in the scent of peach. So I was smelling it, and it smells really good. I've never tried the Gerard Cosmetics setting spray before, so I shall see what this one is like. In fact, I don't have any setting spray on now, so oh, that smells so good. So we shall see how this works. I've heard so much good things about it, so we shall see. So those are the two setting sprays that I have picked out for this month. Let's go on to highlighters. I have 3 highlighters already picked out that I wanted to keep for this month, the rollover into this month. I have the Jeffree Star Ice Crusher palette that I got in a mystery box recently. This one I'll always have out, although the top came off. It is the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in Diamond Dust. I'm always going to have that one out. And then I kept this one out from Pure Cosmetics. It is the Velvet Vixen in Midnight Kiss. So this is the one I'm wearing today. It is like a iridescent one. I didn't put on a whole lot today, but I really like that one. Other ones I picked out was this Nabla Skin Glazing highlighter in Ozone, which is a really good one, and probably the first highlighter I ever bought, which was from Milk Makeup. And they don't make this one anymore, at least not in powder form. And this is the Flex highlighter. And it is in the shade Lit. I have made really good progress in this one. This is a really blinding highlighter. A really good one. It does tend to show a lot of texture, but it is a really good highlighter. Okay, let's move on to some single shadows that I have. I pulled out my ColourPop Super Shock shadow in the shade Cosmic Charge. I only have like 2 single Super Shock shadows, but this is one of them that I really like. And that is what it looks like, this right here. So I thought I could use that one. That would be really nice. I brought out my Moira. This is called a Star Shadow pot. And this is in the shade, okay, I can't remember, Fantasy, 06 Fantasy. And it's in a little pot with a little lid. I absolutely love this one. That is what it looks like right there. And I want to try to use my single shadows more. And then we have this one from Sydney Grace, which doesn't have a name on it. I got it in a mystery bag one time. And it's multi-dimensional, multi-chrome. Kind of. You can see it right there. You can build it up and look at it. I want to definitely try using this one. And where should I put that? I'll put that right there. Okay, let's get into some blushes that oh wait, I picked one more highlighter I picked. It's the Buxom Wanderlust Glow Highlighter in the shade White Russian. It's the only thing that I kept from that Buxom White Russian line. I've gotten rid of all my White Russian lipsticks, got rid of the eyeshadow palette, everything like that, but I kept the highlighter, which is a nice pink. Okay, I told myself I'm not going to swatch everything, but it's a beautiful highlighter and I want to keep that. Yes, I picked out a lot of highlighters, but I just really want to give myself choices. Oh, here's another single shadow. This I got in, what I got to get this in, I think the American Influencer bundle. This is, who's this? This is called Do Rat, and this was from, why don't they have their name on here? Nude Sticks. This was from Nude Sticks. So I got another, this is a cream shadow stick. Okay, now let's move on to blushes. Okay, I have the Eye Method He Blushed in the color, what color was this that I picked out? It is in the color Sunkissed Coral Red. It's a coral red color, and that is the color right there. It's a nice cool toned color. I thought I would pick that out. Okay, the lid for the brush fell off. I'm not a big fan of the brush on the bottom, but give me a sec, let me wipe that out. Okay, I think I picked out a lot of cool toned blushes. The next is my Too Faced Cloud Crush in the shade Watermelon Rain. And it is like a dark fuchsia color. A little bit of this will go a long way. There is right there, so I picked that one out. Oh, and I'm keeping my Pat McGrath blush and highlighter palette out as well. And I also brought out my Item Beauty Blushin' Like in the shade Oopsies. I got this. Oh, this feels so nice. I got this in an Ipsy, as an Ipsy I redeemed my points for it. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, and another blush I got was my ColourPop Rustica blush. A nice warm toned one. Kind of nice light terracotta blush. Not too dark like the Danessa Myricks one. And another warm toned one I brought out is my Bare Minerals bronzer in the color Kiss of Rose. A nice red blush. And probably one of my favorite blushes is the Cover FX Monochromatic Blush Duo, Matte and Shimmer, and Soft Peach. So I just want to swatch this one. Yeah, it's a nice warm toned color. There's a matte and a shimmer in there. So yeah, those are all the blush. Okay, I know I picked another highlighter out. Where is it? It is, yes, I brought out a liquid highlighter. So it is this liquid gold platinum. Was it gold or is it platinum? It needs to make up its mind. I got this in one of my subscription boxes. It's from Bella Pierre. So I wanted to use it. I wanted to try to use a liquid highlighter some more because I just don't use it that much. So I thought I would use it some more. Okay, let's go to, oh, and one more bronzer. I know I picked out a lot of stuff, but this I'm almost out of, is the Milk Cream bronzer. So I was hoping to kind of use that up. I know I picked out a lot of stuff. One concealer I brought out was this Yensa Skin on Skin BC concealer. It was a, oh, and I think it was something I got in an Ipsy glam bag, and I thought I would try to use it and see what I thought of it. So I picked out, surprisingly enough, I only picked out two foundations. The House Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation and the KVD Good Apple Skin Perfecting Foundation Balm. This is in Light 04. This is in, I want to say A42 is the shade on this one. Both of them very good matches. I don't think I need to add any of the mix-in pigment with either of those. Let's go to mascaras because I picked out quite a few of those. I've got this mini Caution Extreme Lash Mascara from Hourglass. I brought out my mini Ilia mascara. I brought out my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. Yes, I brought out a lot of mascaras. I brought this Jasmine mascara, but I think I brought this out so I could declutter it because it's been around a long time. And I brought out my mini Rare Beauty mascara. So that is those. I am for powders. I'm keeping my L'Oreal True Match out here, but I should put it away because I've been using it up like crazy. But I brought out my Kosas Breezy Cloud Set powder in the shade Breezy. I've been using less powder lately, but I definitely want to use this more because I used to use this all the time. I used to love it. Same for this Moira Soft Focus Waterproof Setting Powder in the shade 100. So I want to try to use these some more and use the True Match a little less. I am keeping all of my eyeliners over here and pulling in colored ones as I need it. But I did pick out some lip liners. Two from Be Bella. These aren't the most comfortable ones, but I still want to use them. These are the two shades. One is in Babe and one is in Love. Not that original, but let me move some things around here. I brought out this one in Mocha. It is from Vintage. I guess that's Vintage by Jessica Libeskin. Brought this out. It's in a mocha color. And then I brought out a buxom one that I wanted to use in my project pan, but I don't know if I will be able to get through this because I'm having such a hard time getting through my ColourPop one. But this one feels really nice. So we'll see about that, getting through that one. And I have a Jeffree Star one out here in Posh Spice. So it's just a neutral one. It reminds me a lot of the one I'm using now. So we shall try that. I do still have out my ColourPop BFF one. Okay, let me go through lip products really quickly. I have the two Jeffree Star lip glosses that I have. I can't read the bottom of them, but one's a pink and one is a sparkly. It's a clear gloss, but it's very sparkly. I brought the House Labs lip gloss in the shade Venus. I know that one. I brought out the ColourPop Just a Tint in the shade Z Boys. I brought out my Rachel Couture lipstick, bullet lipstick in the shade Nude. I brought out my two NYX. This is Milky Gloss colors. One is in Milk the Cocoa. The other one is in Ubi Milkshake. I brought out my little Pat McGrath one. I think it's in Forbidden Love, I think. I got a little sample of that. I brought out my Ilia one in Only You. And I brought out, okay, I'm throwing things again. I brought out my Rare Beauty one in Nearly Neutral. So I brought out a lot of lip products. Okay, let us go over the palettes that I brought out for my Shop My Stash in May. Okay, the first thing I brought out was my Sydney Grace singles. This is the In Memory of Mel set that I got last year, so I thought I would use that. I do have my Jeffree Star singles in here as well. I only have 6 of them. I can always use them as well, but I thought that I would pull that out, so use some singles there. And I have a lot of palettes. What I have, I don't know if I'll get through using all of these palettes, but what I have on my eyes today is, you see my look, is the Russia Bee Cosmetics and Just Anne palette called the Extraordinaries palette. I used this shade here, this shade here, this on my lid, as well as this on my lid here. And I am really loving this look. I did another look when I opened my Slay Glam box. So really enjoying this palette so far. I did a palette roulette where I used my Natasha Denona Mini Crush palette. I will be ranking this in my ranking at the end of the month as well. The next palette I got out, I did not use, I should have used, but I did not use my spin wheel to pick these out. I just went through the drawers and just started pulling out palettes. This one is the Mauves by Juvia's Place. It is a nice mauvey, purpley looking palette. It only has one shimmer in it, but I'm okay with that. So I got that one out. I brought, oh, these are 2 new palettes I bought. And at the beginning of, on Monday, I'm going to be doing a first impressions of this one. This is from Lethal Cosmetics. This is the Wildflower palette. It is a beautiful palette. And yeah, look forward to that video coming up. I'm going to do 2 looks with it. And then I got the Metamorphosis palette, which I did a look with. I think I was wearing a look with it in yesterday's video. No, that's when I did the palette roulette. The video before that. And this is the Metamorphosis palette. And yeah, this multi-chrome right here. Beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. So I have these two palettes that I'm going to be trying out this month. And then I pulled out this Beauty Bakery So Are You Doing palette because I had it, I thought it was in a sleeve. I bought it, or I used it in a Use It or Lose It, in my Use It or Lose It series, where I wasn't too sure about keeping it. I blamed it on the eye primer, but I'm going to try this one out again and see if I'm going to use the right eye primer, and I'm going to see if I really want to keep it or not. So we shall see with this one. I'm giving it a third chance. So, and then I brought the BH Party in Puerto Rico as part of their travel series. You're gonna see I have kind of a theme going with a lot of my palettes, and it's gonna be a lot of reds and oranges and yellows and things like that, but this is the color story for that one. And so I'm looking forward to trying that one out. I don't think I've touched that palette. I got it as a gift from Gloria from Beauty After 50. And I don't think I've used it yet. Okay, this one is the ColourPop Plush Like Me palette. I have specific plans for using this one, and I'll tell you about it after I've used it or at the end of the month and see if it worked out. Okay, but until then, this is what it looks like, and so I am excited about using that. And then next, from Alter Ego, we have the Sahara palette. And this was supposed to be a dupe, I think, for the Natasha Denona bronze palette. So I don't think I've ever used this one before. I bought a bunch of palettes from Alter Ego at one point, and I'm trying to look at this, and it looks like it's untouched. There's one that looks like it was swatched, but I don't think I've used this one. So that'll be fun to try that one out. The next one is one I've had for quite a while. I love this artwork on it. It is the Menagerie Cosmetics Feral palette. Just take a minute to enjoy that. It's so beautiful. But this is a very challenging palette, but I thought I'd bring it out for springtime and play around with it. Maybe make an Instagram look with it. That's when you make a look that isn't necessarily one you would go out and wear, but one you put on your Instagram feed and see what other people think of it. So maybe that's what I'll use it for. So yeah, I am really interested in seeing how the quality still is on this one. The next one I pulled out was my Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette, and it looks like this. I've pulled this out several times and used it. It's a very nice spring palette, and I think I pulled this out and said it was a good winter palette too when I did my 10 best winter palettes, but I say it's good for spring as well. So I am very excited to make some looks with this one. A very wearable palette, maybe if I am going out sometime. I mean, I wear a lot of these out. Is the Apricot Me Not by ColourPop. This is what it looks like. It's a very, very light palette, but kind of like my Petals on Point palette, one that I would definitely wear on a kind of makeup, no makeup day. So yeah, I brought that one out specifically for that kind of reason. And the last palette I pulled out is my Ace Beauté Scarlet Dusk palette. And this one kind of reminds me of that Party in Puerto Rico palette a little bit. It has some of those same shades in it, but I just love Ace Beauté's quality and really just wanted to use this one as well and see if the quality is the same as the BH Cosmetics, because I know BH has a really good quality as well. I will be adding more to this because I'll be doing more, palette roulettes. So I'll be adding more to that as well. So I hope you enjoyed my Shop My Stash, things that I'll be using this month, things you'll be seeing me use, all that kind of stuff. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Please leave your thoughts and comments down below. Let me know if you did a Shop My Stash, what kind of things you will be using this month, all of those good things. Any kind of engagement you can give this video, I would really appreciate. But if you just watched at this point in this video, I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching. If you happen to be new here, hi, hello, please consider subscribing, hitting that notification bell, setting it to all so that you're notified every time that I upload a new video. I hope you are all having a wonderful, fantastic day today. If you are having an especially hard time, know that I am thinking about you. I'm sending you out as many good vibes as I absolutely can. And just remember to stay strong, stay healthy, and stay safe out there, especially. And I will see you in another video soon. Just stay well until then, okay? Goodbye.